The 2025 MotoGP season has finished. Where has the time gone since early February from testing into the first round? And now we're here. Season's gone. Marco Bezzecchi wins the final round ahead of Raul Fernandez and Fabio Di Giannantonio in third. Yeah, that race, it wasn't a classic, but there was so much drama at the start. And I think we'll start there. I mean, Frankie Morbidelli coming to the grid, and we've seen this before with Enea Bastianini in 2021, where he unfortunately hit the rear of Johan Zarco. It was just one of those incidents where you think it would happen more often because they're so close together when they're doing stoppies and they're trying to heat the front tire on the grid to get into their grid slots. But this one was completely different. Morbidelli was moving to his grid spot and he's trying to weave his way through. Elisa Spargo does a stoppie in his spot. And as he does the stoppie, Morbidelli just clips the side and the rear of his bike and falls over. And it's so slow, and it's the way it happens. It's such a kind of just embarrassing thing. But Morbidelli then has to go into the pit lane to start. But then is out of the race. And after the race, it's just been confirmed that Morbidelli's fractured his bone in his left hand. And he'll miss the test on Tuesday. I mean, what's going on there? I mean, for it to happen between Morbidelli and Espargaro as well. I mean, we've seen what they've had to say over the years about each other. I mean, sometimes you can't separate two people. Sometimes you always end up meeting on the track. But yeah, a bizarre episode there for Frankie Morbidelli. Then in lap one, Pecco Bagnaia, the 2025 season that has been disastrous. Whoever you want to blame, what side you want to look at it from, this one was just unlucky. Johan Zarco just completely sends it into, and he's not meaning to send it on Bagnaia. Bagnaia just happens to be on the outside and he gets caught up with Zarco and gets brought out wide and falls in the gravel. It's 5 DNFs for Pecco in Grand Prix over the past 6. What can you say? I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy, the numbers we look at it with Pecco. It's a season where he'll look at it and it'll be 5th in the World Championship, his lowest since 2020. I don't know where he was in 2020. I think he was maybe just on the fringes of the top 10. But disastrous. It's a simple disaster for him this year. Since Marquez's injury as well, you think he would have got over the issues with the bike, but it's progressively got worse. Just unlucky with DNFs, like I say, here and Malaysia. But yeah, questions to be asked. And even his comments after practice on Friday, where he said that nothing's really going to change from the test with his feeling because the bikes are going to be identical. And it's like, what direction is this going in? And where is it ending? Because this winter will be very uncomfortable for Ducati and him. The conversations are going to have to be had because P5 is just not good enough over a course of a season. And you can say in the comments, oh, the bike's been changed, not suit him. He has to adapt. Simple as. Fabio Di Giannantonio hasn't got on with the bike, but he's on the podium again today. Yeah, uncomfortable. But plenty of discussions will go in over the winter about that. Yeah, the race, Alex Marquez kind of went into the tire issues, I think it was, at the end. Just no grip at all, whether it's temperature related or if it's something like we seen at the end of Portimao last week, where he just seemed to drop off on that rear, and it just punished him. Not a great way for him to end the season, but he's obviously secured P2 in the championship and ran arguably probably livery of the year with that beautiful silver machine. Just, yeah, celebrating P2 in the World Championship, him and Grassini. That's how you do a livery. And yeah, love it from him. That's really it. I can't really think of much else. I mean, we had Honda, who have moved out of rank D into rank C for the concessions, which is a really good thing, really good step. I mean, Honda don't want to be in concessions. That's the point of them. If you have them at the bottom, you want to get out of them because that means they've done their job, and they've done their job this year. I mean, the performances of Honda progressively throughout the year have been really impressive to see. And when you look at how bleak it was last year, in the sense of just nowhere in the constructors, nowhere in the team's championship, and their best performances was from Johan Zarco, who's a satellite rider. I'm really happy to see Honda move up into Band C, where they can hopefully progress even more. They still will get some concessions, which will help them, but it's not going to be as much. Just looking down the finishing order, I mean, there's some good results in there. We have Enea Bastianini get the top 10. I mean, that's ahead of, really. Miguel Oliveira, his last race, he finishes in P11. Wishing him all the best for his new career in World Superbike. Just a few retirements. Fabio Quartararo, we crashed out in what is the last ever, well, not ever, but it's the last race for now for the Yamaha Inline 4, the bike that won the 2004 World Championship, 2005, 2008, 2009, 2010, 2012, 15. Yeah, you get what I mean. The 2021 title as well. That bike that's had such an iconic run in MotoGP has come to an end as they go into the new era with the V4, and that really leads it to Tuesday, where we get to see them all trying it out. Jack Miller, Toprak, Fabio, Alex Rins will all be on the V4. It's a long road ahead for them. And speaking of the V4, Augusto Fernandez finished 16th, just ahead of last place Sonket Chantra. So a lot of work for the Yamaha team and factory too over the winter. Jorge Martin retires near the end of the race. It was like lap 14, just to save energy. Same for Maverick Vinales. I don't think he could really hold on for much longer. He retired as well. And that's it. That's it, folks. MotoGP's finished for 25. It's a year that has been dominated by one family and one man in particular, Marquez. A shame not to see him on track, obviously because of his injury, but good to see him there on track and having, some celebrations with fans. And we'll see Mark back in 2026. But it's the year of him. It's the year of number 9. It's the year of just dominance from the 93 that we probably thought we'd never see again. And I think he'll do it again in 2026. I mean, it's hardly a big prediction, but if he comes back fully fit, no one's going to get near the main man because he is simply the best on the grid. And it'll take a miracle, I think, a real miracle effort if anyone can beat him next year, if he's injury free. So let's see what happens there for next year. Of course, we've got the tests coming up. We've got the podcast coming out tomorrow that'll preview the test. And then we'll have stuff after that will review the test, anything that we've seen. There's not too much that's going to change, just more riders. And of course, we get Diogo Moreira, the Moto2 world champion. Big congrats to him. Brazil's first ever motorcycle Grand Prix world champion. What a way to do it. And he'll be on there with Toprak. And of course, we'll see some new changes, some bike changes. 2026 is pretty much around the corner, and we've only finished 25. But I hope you've enjoyed every video that we've put out on a Sunday. I've enjoyed speaking to all of you. If you've been watching, if you've been listening, I really appreciate it. I hope to be back for 2026 talking about the best sport in the world, which is MotoGP. If you like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.